condo, townhouse, what is the difference and why should you consider buying one? That's what I'm talking about today. Hi, this is Melissa Ballman and I'm a real estate agent here in the greater Salt Lake City area. So what that means, if you're looking at making a real estate move, I'd love to connect with you. Shoot me a text, send me an email, do what you gotta do, but get in touch with me. But first, today, I get asked this quite often. What is the difference between a condo and a townhouse? So I'm gonna break that down for you. But if you're a first-time home buyer or you're renting currently, I'm gonna tell you why you should consider a condo or a townhouse. Okay, so the easiest analogy that I can give to people when it comes time to explaining a townhouse versus a condo, think of a condo more as an apartment building. So typically you're gonna have many units in one building, just like you would with an apartment. You're gonna have a ground floor unit, a middle floor unit, and usually a top floor unit. Here in Utah, most condo buildings are gonna be 3 stories. Now, if you're downtown Salt Lake City near the U, then that's quite different. And with that, that means you're gonna have neighbors above you, below you, next to you, sharing walls. Whereas with a townhouse, those are usually gonna just share side walls together. So you could have one condo unit here, let's say it's an end unit, and you would only share this one common wall. Now you could have 2 or 3 stories in your townhouse, whereas a condo, it's just the one floor that you have and then the people all around you. But here's the thing, even with a condo, yes, it is more like an apartment style living, but if you're renting an apartment anyways and paying a ton of money, what difference does it make other than the fact that you're paying towards your own thing and not just renting? Now, generally speaking, when it comes to HOA dues, again, very general, especially with new construction now, condos are going to run higher HOA fees, and that's because you typically are going to have more amenities included in your HOA fee, such as your water bill. Most condos out there always include your interior water, so you'll never have a water bill. They include landscaping and especially now with new construction, they're including internet with your condo, HOA fees, things like that. So a lot less maintenance for you to take care of. Really, you're gonna have like a power bill, a gas bill, and that's it. The HOA will cover the rest. Of course, you know, if you want cable, that might be included in the HOA fee, it may not. So every HOA runs things a little bit different. Now, with a townhouse, usually your interior water is not going to be included. They will still normally take care of your landscaping, so you don't have to worry about outside maintenance, snow removal, things like that, just like a condo. Now, it is possible to find townhouses that do cover your water bill. I actually have a townhouse that covers the water bill, so it's really nice to not have to worry about fluctuating water bills in the summer and the winter and usage and all of that. So a lot of people feel townhouses give a little bit more privacy than what you would find in a condo, because if you find an older townhouse, one that is not new construction, sometimes new construction, you can get a little bit of a backyard that you can fence off with a townhouse. Whereas with a condo, you're gonna have basically, if you're on the 2nd or 3rd floor, you're gonna have a balcony or maybe a small patio. So it really just depends. A lot of people love living in townhouses and condos because they don't have to worry about maintenance. It frees up their time. They just don't want to deal with it. I actually had a client call me last night who's like, hey, I'm ready to look for another house. It was great owning this house, but I really want to go to a townhouse. I don't want to have to worry about yard work or anything else. So it's very convenient for people that feel that way. Now, I did a video and I'm going to drop the link below for description, in the description, about whether you should live in an HOA or not. And there I'll cover more details of restrictions and things like that. So check out that video. But if you have questions about the difference between the townhouse and condo, definitely reach out to me. I do want to explain to you, especially if you're renting right now, whether you're a first-time home buyer, you're moving to the area and just wanting to check it out, why you should get involved and at least purchase a condo or a townhouse now. I hope you're enjoying my video so far today. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell. That way you're alerted each time when I drop a new video. And if you're on Facebook, we have a private community page called Salt Lake Life, and there we talk about all things living in the greater Salt Lake City area. So if you've watched any of my videos before, especially first-time home buyer videos, you will understand that I am an advocate of getting your foot in the door in the real estate market. And realistically right now, with interest rates being, they're creeping up, but they are still historically low. You can still get into a condo, especially maybe even a townhouse, for similar mortgage payment of what you're paying for rent. So why not build equity for yourself and stop paying your landlord's mortgage? You know, we all have to start somewhere with housing, and most people don't just jump into their dream house, especially with home prices continuing to go up. So I've said it many times in other videos. I've seen this happen to people when I lived in San Diego, and that is they're pricing themselves out of the market. So jump in and get into something versus being left renting for a very long time and paying your landlord's mortgage instead of your own. Now, with condos and townhouses, going along with that, you know, there are some people that decide, hey, I'm going to sell and get the equity out and upgrade to a single family home in a couple of years. And then there's some people that say, no, I'm going to keep it for an investment and I'm going to use it as a rental and let somebody else pay my mortgage and rent it out now. And then they continue to build their real estate portfolio and they hold on to this property. They get the tax benefits of having the home or the condo or the townhouse. And then somebody else is paying the mortgage on it. And sometimes you're even making a little bit of money because you're renting it for more than what your mortgage is. So there's a lot of benefits to jumping into that. Now, it used to be that you really couldn't find units that had garages, and you're seeing more and more garages included, even with condos. So it may just be a one-car garage with a condo. Some condos just have a carport. But again, the point is get in the market and stop paying somebody else's mortgage. Another benefit to consider with a townhouse or a condo is that a lot of new construction builders right now are limiting them to owner occupied. So that means you're not competing with the investors who are trying to swoop up single family homes that are in lower price points to use them as rentals, because condos and townhouses are restricting that to give buyers a chance to get their foot in the door and get something for themselves to live in. So that could be a huge benefit to getting a condo or a townhouse. Now, on the flip side of it, because you're in an HOA, they may have rental restrictions that you have to abide by. So if you're one of those people that are looking to maybe upgrade in a couple years and hold on to it, that's something that you need to consider when it comes time to purchasing, of what their rental restrictions are. And again, I go into a lot of that in my other video about HOA versus no HOA. So at the end of the day, depending on the person, the area, how picky you are on condition, a condo or a townhouse is going to be a more affordable option for you than perhaps a single family home. Not always, but it, again, gets your foot in the door. So if you have questions about what you should do, what you qualify for, anything like that, should you make the jump and buy a condo or a townhouse or a single family home, I'd love to help you out. Reach out to me anytime. I'm always here to help. But as always, make it a great day.